This week on Pat and Bish, we go versus the Olympics. Since when did the Olympic athletes become such pussies? We covered that and the finger poke of doom controversy surrounding the Olympics. Also, we go versus myself and independent wrestling. I have a highly embarrassing moment in the ring. We're going to cover that and so much more this week on Versus Everything.
Well, there you go, folks. Bishop, it was a last-minute request. You wanted to do the intro. Was it everything you had hoped it would be?
No, it really wasn't. It was probably 80% of what I wanted, but you know what? One take, we'll take it.
That's it, man. It's all about the time saved. You just got to get through it. How's your week been? By the way, I'm G. Patrick Condon. This is Pat and Bish versus Everything. Aaron Bishop, my co-host, my guest. Well,
Guest, yes, bye.
my little buddy, Aaron Bishop. How's it going? How's your
Good,
week been?
man. It's been a really good week, I gotta say. Got to do some ring announcing this week. That was awesome. Also, scored myself a Super Nintendo Mini, an SNES Mini that was modded. That came with like 500 games. So now I'm going through some old Super Nintendo games with the wife. She's never played Super Nintendo before, never played a Final Fantasy, never played Chrono Trigger. So this is really cool for us to get a chance to play some old school games together. But yeah, it's been a great week at work too. I'm number one across the board in North America for sales this year in Oasis Travel Network. So yeah, I'm... Thank you. Life is good. I feel like I'm peaking, bitches. I'm peaking.
Well, okay. Well, that's great. We're glad to see you peak right here in front of us. We have a lot on the docket this week. I wanted to, as I like to do, talk a little bit about last week. And Aaron, your Vince Russo episode came out. Doing great numbers. You must be very pleased with the response you've been getting for that so far.
I mean, yeah, the numbers aren't bad. Getting some likes on the on the YouTube page. So yeah, so far so good. And you know what? It was spiritually fulfilling to me personally anyway, so it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, even if they didn't like it. But I think it's a great interview.
Sure, yes. I agree. I didn't expect you to get your back up about that.
No, I didn't mean.
You.
I did not mean to get defensive like that. That came out totally wrong. It came out totally wrong. Sorry.
It's okay. And also last week on the show itself, we talked a bit about the Winter Shorts Challenge and your apprehensiveness to move forward with it. Now, just to reiterate, Aaron lost the Super Bowl bet by angrily betting against the much better
Shithawks.
team, the Seattle Seahawks. We will call them the Seahawks here in this house from now on, Aaron. They do what they are supposed to do, which is win. Huzzah! And because of that pick, you were going to have to get a tattoo. And we're going to get a look at your tattoos later in the show, that's for sure. But to save you from having to get another tattoo, I said, hey, listen, why don't you compete against me for the month of March where you got to wear shorts every day and raise money for colon cancer. Aaron, have you thought about that anymore since? I don't know where we left off on that, but I just don't want that to fall to the wayside.
No, it's not going to fall to the wayside. I've actually heard some feedback from people, including my neighbor, and she voted for the charity thing, and she thought it was a good idea. And speaking to other people, including my wife, they all think it's a wonderful idea. So, yeah, I am all on board for it. Let's raise some money for colon cancer. March. What is this? The short winter challenge. What is this? What's it called again? Winter shorts challenge.
Winter Shorts Challenge.
Okay.
We could work on that though. Maybe working March in there or something like that. It's still in its infancy phase, but this is
The
great.
March Madness Shorts Challenge or some
Yes.
shit. Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
I mean, look, this is why you're around. You so easily come up with these things.
Best guest ever.
Yes, I'm gonna get some heat for that, I'm sure. I wanted to talk a bit about some viewer mail. You've been saying you've gotten some interactions because of the Vince Russo interview. I found myself looking at our social medias and saw some viewer mail. This is an old segment that we used to do back in the day, but I saw some interesting things and maybe bring it up. First one, of course, as is always, is about me. And I'm constantly getting flack online. I don't understand why. I don't ever do anything wrong, so people are really got to watch themselves.
Oh, people are still watching the Ken Patera interview. Nice.
Yes, so this is the Ken Patera right now, our big shoot interview. I'm not bringing it up because of that. And I think that I really think that this Vince Russo interview has got legs. But for the time being, we're still getting a lot of people writing. And a lot of these comments are anti-me. And this is the newest one from a couple of days ago. I saw this last week. Who is the guy swinging his chair around back and forth trying to do an interview? I'm surprised Ken didn't tell him. And, that's just so offensive to me. Aaron, you could back me up on this. Ken Patera loved me. Did he not?
Ken Patera did love Pat, and we were feeding him beer, so he wasn't going to say shit to us.
No, look, I'm sorry I have a bit of a nervous habit. This is why I don't like having swivel seats. If you saw the chair that I'm sitting on here, it's just a broken old kitchen chair that's just flat so that I can't go back and forth. Maybe it's some sort of stemming, maybe I am on the spectrum about that, but I just want to say, way out of line, don't like it, but nevertheless, we thank you for your feedback and contributing to
I call them tism ticks. Tism ticks. We all have them.
Yes.
It's okay, man.
Thank you. Now, this is sort of par for the course for me, my soul and my feelings are really numbed because of just the relentless backlash that I get. I went to Instagram, though. Aaron, have you seen that we had some feedback on your criticism of Tom Green's bad show? Have you seen this?
I do not go on our Instagram or any other social platform except for Facebook, so all this is brand new to me.
All right, now look, this is pretty... So this is from a Miriam Caramel. Says, if you didn't get the gambler joke, you were never a Tom Green fan. Good thing no one cares. Well, let's bring that back. Because
nobody cares about your opinion except Suze.
Suze. Referencing,
Wow.
Putting your wife's name in their mouth. Drake got into a lot of trouble doing that with Pusha T and with Kendrick. Aaron, I'm sorry to spring this on you. I hope it doesn't hurt you too much, but what do you make of that?
I don't give a shit. I like to know who it is, though. Like, Suze, not very many people call Susan Suze, so...
No, I know. It's a
very, very small
right?
list. Yeah, it's a familiarity for sure.
Well, look into it. I promise you I didn't have
it is what it
to
is.
do with it.
You weren't at the whoever said it, Maximum Carnage? Maximum Carnage, you weren't at the show. Go fuck yourself. You want to sit down through 30 minutes of The Gambler over and over and over again? Be my fucking guest. Don't tell me my opinion doesn't matter. I sat through that shit. Fuck off.
Yeah,
there we go.
That's true. All right. Good. Fired up. I love it. And then we lastly have, what do we have here? Now, Aaron, I'm not sure if you seen this, but I do videos where I ask people to call in, and I'll just bring up that number now. It's a number that anybody watching this can call in. It's 1-709-552-4850, and leave us a voicemail by all means. And if they're, halfway coherent, we will talk about it. Anyways, this is one that I got a little bit ago.
Hello there. I saw your video there on the Facebook, and I just thought I would give you a call. And my question to you is about something else I seen on the Facebook. But I saw someone, I can't remember who, but they said we all should be talking about and making a bigger deal about Black History Month. Like there, I guess they mean there should be more things on the go, like that. So, what do you make of that? Thanks.
Wow. So, very touchy subject, I guess. I would just like to say, before we get into anything about this, that was it last year, Aaron, or the year before? We did an entire month of Black History, celebrating Black History on our former show, the BWF podcast. What year was that? Was that last year?
I think it was last year.
And so that means that we did 4 back-to-back-to-back episodes going over the history, the successful careers of 4 great black wrestlers. So now I think what this gentleman is talking about is recently, specifically in Newfoundland, there's been a big push by certain people to get Black History Month and Black history included in the schools and the curriculum here. Aaron, what do you know much about Black history? Canadian, Newfoundland Black history, I should say.
No, I'll be honest. No, I don't. And you know what? If they did put it in the curriculum, I think it'd be a good idea. So people like me aren't so fucking ignorant in life. Newfoundland, we grow up segregated from the rest of the world. Pretty much, it's its own separate island. So, and when I grew up anyway, there weren't many minority families going around. There was a few, but not a whole lot. It was predominantly white. So yeah, any kind of education that people can get, for the better, of course.
Well, that's all nice. I mean, I don't want to say we shouldn't be learning about Black history, but I think that there's something that just rubs me the wrong way when somebody who is fairly new to Newfoundland is the one that is pushing that we should be learning more about them. It'd be the same as if I went to Nigeria and said, hey, I've been in Nigeria for 3 or 4 years. Can we start teaching people about the customs of Newfoundland and Labrador? I think that people there would be like, "What are you talking about? Why? What is the purpose of this?" Seems like it's a real big ego kind of thing. And I want to say,
you don't know that though. People might be eager to learn and learn new customs and stuff like that. You shouldn't blanket everybody like that.
I am sticking up for real Newfoundlanders, the ones that were here from the beginning. Of which I'm a proud member of, as you know, Aaron. I am Indigenous. I have a rich history of Indigenous people in my family. You can see this is a real family tree that traces my origins from my Aunt Fanny, great grandmother. She's a great grandmother Fanny, who is Indigenous, and we don't teach about Newfoundland indigenousness and Indigenous history in schools in Newfoundland and Labrador. And I think that before we start branching out to the new Canadians, we should really be looking back at where we came from. You come here and you start insisting that people change to include you. I think that it's a little bit of there's only a certain amount of time in each day, Aaron. We can't teach everybody about all cultures. I mean, even if you're talking about wanting to talk about new Canadians, the black population in Newfoundland and Labrador is in the single percentage. We have Indians and we have a huge Middle Eastern culture. And so why not talk about those? Why is it that we keep on having to come back and talk about Black history? That's my question. I know a little bit about it. You say you don't know anything about it.
Because Black history's had a big influence over North America. Regardless if I know a lot about it or not, it's had a big influence. So, we should know more about it.
What influence has Nigeria had in Canada?
We're not talking about Nigeria specifically, but Black history.
This is where the people are. This isn't people from the United States that are coming up here and want to learn about slavery, and it's not people that are coming from, Toronto or places where they're. or like Africaville in Halifax.
I
where
think it starts with people like Martin Luther King Jr. and people like Rosa Parks, and then you go down the rabbit hole and you learn all about this stuff like that. But I mean, if you're not learning about the basics, then what the fuck?
Well, we are learning about the basics. We learned
Are we,
about
though?
Martin Luther. We learned about Martin Luther King Jr. in school. I Have a Dream. We learned about Rosa Parks. We learned about the black suffrage, the Underground Railroads. And so, what specifically now? And I'll bring them up. The people that we're talking about. It's not a matter of talking about North American black history, which would be slavery, and then the struggle for freedom and civil rights. They're talking about like current black cultures in Africa for new Canadians that want to be seen for whatever reason. If you go over to a new country, I don't think that it's right for you to start insisting that everybody make way for you, especially, again, if you're not an indigenous person. And
I think this is ridiculous. I'm sorry.
what? Please continue.
I don't know. I think the whole thing is ridiculous. Why not learn about other cultures? I don't get it. Like, why not? Why not? Like,
because we have to learn about our own cultures first. We have to learn and establish the culture that has been here first, instead of shying away from it and looking towards a new culture that doesn't have anything to do with us.
you need to do both. You need to include both. You need to have where we were and where we are and where we're going
Where are we going then? Where
as
are
a
we
society.
going? What?
Just as a society, we're all blended. It's all different than the way it used to be, of course. So we need to learn. Exactly. We need to learn where we came from. We need to learn where we are now, accept it, and learn about other cultures, and then figure out where we're going to go as a society, and try to.
Do you remember in grade 6 we learned about Japanese culture with Miss Suley? We had some seaweed. She brought in some seaweed for us to try. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
See, so this is a waste, isn't it? I mean, if we are teaching and then it just doesn't stick, then what's the point?
Then we got to change the system.
The system to what, though? I mean, the system is already teaching little bits here and there of every bit of culture when you were going through elementary school, and it's just the basics.
I don't know. Maybe the school system had more funding to do more stuff, but the PC party likes to cut shit like that, right? Isn't that true? Or am I totally off
we
base
really
on that?
should be cutting more. We really should be cutting more, to be honest with you, because the things that are being taught in schools now are things that are identity-based. It is things that don't prepare children to enter into the workforce. The education system is completely irrelevant and outdated to the way that the world is now. I'm glad that you brought that up. This wasn't really supposed to be an education thing, but you're completely right. We have in schools now, there's been more focus on things like culture, like sexuality, and kids, if they don't want to learn or if they fail a test, then they get their parents to call, and then they're passed by the teachers. And this is a known thing. I've spoken to many teachers on the campaign trail. Teachers are powerless, and the kids know that they are. And so what I would think is the best bet is to privatize all schools. I don't think that there should be any public schooling. And it's kind of like what they're doing in Alberta now, where when you pay your taxes, you decide where in the education system your money goes. I think that works a whole lot better than having a catch-all. And you know what? Then our African friends and our Muslim friends can go, and our Christian friends, our fundamentalist Christian friends. I mean, the homeschooling that's happening in the province now. You remember when they shut down the private, the Catholic schools in Newfoundland in the 90s? A lot of those kids, when they grew up, they're homeschooling their kids now because they don't want them to be indoctrinated with whatever the public and the state wants to influence their kids on. So the best way to solve all of this is to privatize all education and then have a subsidy for every family, for every child, but you get to decide where your kids go and what you want them to learn.
Well, we would love to continue this part more, but we are running out of time. Fans, audience, please leave your comments. What do you think? But right now, it's time to, what do you think? Move on to the Olympics and the finger poke of doom controversy. What do you think?
Sure. Yes. Now, I do have a little bit of background. Let's see here.
Just for people not knowing what's going on, Canada has been accused of cheating for double touching.
Kennedy's throw wasn't caught by officials, but was captured on video by someone in the stands.
So the problem is, Aaron, is that when you go over that line, if you touch it again, if you touch the rock after that line, they call it a double touch, and then the rock is supposed to be taken off.
But the thing is, if you look back at the video, the touch happens before the hog line, before that line. And according to Rule 9A1, a double touch by the person delivering the stone prior to the hog line is not considered a violation. That is clearly before the hog line. So Sweden and every other team who've got their panties in a bunch can, once again, fuck off.
That's interesting. I mean, I agree with you. I think that it's cool that both Canada and the Canadian men's and the Canadian women's curling team both got busted for it in the same week. I have no issue with that. Explain what the finger poke of doom is all about.
What, with wrestling?
Well, you're referencing it. So what is?
Oh, sorry. Well, in wrestling, the finger poke of doom is where Hulk Hogan finger poked the chest of Kevin Nash on an episode of Nitro and pinned him for the World Championship 1, 2, 3 after weeks and weeks of buildup and hype. It was like a fart in church. So this here, I'm just comparing it because this thing is like a controversy that swept the Olympic world, and it's a finger poke that's doing it. It's a double touch.
Did you do that meme? Was that yours?
I stole that meme from someone. I did not give him any credit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. My main thing that I want to talk about now, though, from this is, and the reason why I sent you the story in the first place is the reaction of the Canadians afterwards, which I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Are you seeing my screen right now?
I am. I see the video.
And
And
are
hear
you
it.
hearing it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, great. So, you know then that that there was a lot of swearing going on. And we've been doing a lot of swearing on this show. I think that it's okay for adults to swear, but I don't like the amount of swearing that is going on in just the general culture these days. Olympic athletes, heroes, people that are on daytime and primetime TV dropping F-bombs, no problem. Aaron, what do you think about that?
Gotta think of the children. I mean, I don't know. I think if you're going live, you should have a 5 to 10 second delay just in case there is an F-bomb drop so you have a chance to beep it out. But I mean, it's life.
But I'm talking about just the doing it, the actual the lack of class, I guess, by swearing so easily and continuously in public. It didn't used to be like that. I don't remember a time when if you heard a teacher swear, or if you heard another kid swear, like an adult heard you swear, you'd be in a lot of trouble.
I mean, who gives a shit, really?
See, there we go. And now we got stuff like, can you see this? This is the McDonald's. Yep, we put that blank on everything. My God, even McDonald's now is openly swearing. What do you think of that? Do you think that that's okay?
That's the Frank's Red Hot Sauce logo. We put that shit on everything. That's not even McDonald's. They're just cooperating with Red Hot.
Though, but it is.
Yeah, it is McDonald's, but that's the Frank's slogan. It's not the McDonald's slogan.
I think that it's part of the large problem, which is that we're freely swearing more in society like never before.
No, it's the assumption of the swear word. They have a blotch there. It's not.
Yes.
It doesn't actually say shit. It has a blotch there, so you can
So
you
they're
can have
making me
crap.
swear in my mind. Then they're telling.
Yeah, they're making it swear in your mind, or it could be crap. You know, if you have some sort of class, I guess you can say crap. But I mean, you know,
Why not
whatever
stuff? Like, let's just say stuff. And,
or stuff.
you know,
Use your imagination.
yeah, well, I mean, this is it. I mean, we're using our imagination too much. The thing about it is, it's sort of the same thing. We'll bring it back to wrestling a bit. Is when they started swearing on air during the Attitude Era. With the first couple of times that you would hear it, it would mean something, you know. But then once people are saying ass and suck it all the time, it really, it's hard to reel it back and have that same sort of effect of like, now this is real, now this is serious, because you've already broken that wall down.
Okay.
And I want to bring up one more thing in the 90s too. Have you ever heard Wayne Gretzky swear?
Not off the top of my head.
No,
I
you
can't
have
remember.
not.
No.
You have not, and certainly not as a kid. But now, here we have Sidney Crosby. I mean, he's supposed to be the hero of the show.
Fuck off! Fucking shit! Fucking shit! One-handed swing. I thought you guys were sick. Fucking face? That's a fucking joke.
Fun.
All right. It's funny. He comes off as a whiny little bitch, but it is funny.
Yeah.
Whatever. I have no problem with it.
He has a voice crack there, and you know what? Admittedly, I just wanted to play that. I think that when you're on the ice, you could probably say whatever you want. It's funny though that was released, and people thought it was okay to release that because you can now go online and hear Wayne Gretzky swear at other people back from when from the early '90s, but the NHL never released that because
It's Wayne Gretzky.
exactly.
Yeah.
He's the leader. He's the face of the sport. So that's sort of my take on that. That's my contention. As for the actual finger poke of doom, I think that you looked at your rules here, Aaron. I think that your case is pretty solid. The poke did not happen, and the guy could have fucked right off. But there's better ways of saying it. Is my point.
Yeah, no, of course. There's a thing called sportsmanship, of course.
That's right.
So, but good for Canada today, though. They just got their second gold. Freestyle skating, freestyle skating. I think it was skiing. Freestyle skiing. Sorry. So both men and women got freestyle skiing. I can't say it. Holy fucking shit. But yeah, the curling men's mixed, or the curling men's, they're going on. The curling women can't lose anymore, and the mixed is out. And then, of course, our hockey team is going for the gold. So go Canada. Go sports.
Now, from one bit of sportsmanship to really something that's rather lacking. We talked a little bit at the top of the show about your announcing gig with RCW, correct?
That's right. Real Canadian Wrestling, RCW. We had a show this past Friday the 13th in Innisfail, Alberta. What a show it was. Quite the experience. And yeah, starting the show off, the very first match that I was announcing had a little bit of an incident with the headline, Sean Martins.
So this is the beginning of the show, hey?
Yeah, I just opened the show, and this is literally the first participant that I'm announcing that night to the ring.
Okay, let's take a look at this. So sorry. So where did you say this was again?
This is in Innisfail, Alberta, at the Legion.
What kind of how big of a town is that?
Not very big.
No,
it's not
but
very big. No.
Is it interesting? How far away is it from where you are?
25 minutes to the building.
Okay, cool. So I mean, they still drew though. There's still people there. So it goes back to you can put on a wrestling show pretty much anywhere. Okay, I got to ask now because I'm seeing that you are wearing sunglasses, which I thought was a something that you only did on the show here. I'm surprised to see it out in the real world. How did that go? Did you have to ask if you were allowed to do it, or you Somebody that wears sunglasses like that probably just shows up and better to ask for forgiveness than for permission, you know?
No, they don't mind. The owner, Steve, he's like, don't show up in a suit or anything like that. This is not, fancy ladies. We're RCW, just go out there and have some fun, be comfortable, go have fun. So I'm going there. I'm wearing my shades like I always do.
Yeah.
I got the guy in the front row with the megaphone. He's there every show. He always says nice shades every time I bring in the show or every time I start the show. So, I mean, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah.
And so, do you, I never have asked anything about this. Like, do you have a gimmick name or anything, or?
No, not yet. Maybe eventually. But what I did for this show to prepare, I wrote down, I had the card in front of me. So I wrote down all the names and where they're from and the weight on little index cards in Sharpie. So each match I had my couple cards that I had, and I was read off that, because it's hard to read and pen with the shades. So I got my sharp. So it's all good.
Right.
I look good. I look good. Yeah.
I mean, you definitely are. You're looking comfortable and you're being memorable for sure. You're giving it your own spin. So
I'm wearing this guy's shirt.
Oh, are you right now?
Yeah, I'm wearing Sean Martin's shirt right here in the ring right now. Yeah.
So are you does it enter into it if you're a baby face or if you are a heel announcer or what? I mean,
you know what? From here on out, I bought a bunch of shirts the other night. I have a bunch of shirts from the wrestlers. So from here on out, I think my gimmick, what I'm going to incorporate, is I'm going to try to wear the face. Like each match, I'm going to have a T-shirt for the face and change in between matches.
Oh yeah.
Nice. But yeah, I'm going to try to do as much as possible. Just, it's something for me and something to promote the wrestlers and hopefully they can sell some more merch because of it.
Yeah, nice. Are you wearing, whose shirt are you wearing there now?
Right now, this is Sean Martin's shirt, the guy coming to the ring.
No, sorry, currently.
Sorry. Yes. This is the Albertan ass-kicking machine, Hayden Avery. He's from Innisfail, hometown boy. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Cool. Let's see. Let's hear how you do on the old stick.
Making his way to the ring, weighing 265 pounds, from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Wow.
This is the headline, Sean Martin.
Wow. I gotta say, I gotta stop. I don't. I'm impressed, Bish. Sincerely, you got a real good thing going on there. I'm a little surprised. I don't mean to be passive aggressive about it, but I kind of, I guess, in my mind, imagine you sort of being a little meek, I guess, or a little hesitant.
Nope. Fair enough. Yeah, no, fair enough. And I kind of was my last show, and I had some feedback on it for some of the wrestlers, which is great. I'm not going to learn if I don't get feedback, and I just tried to incorporate everything, and I gave it my all during the night. I mean, I broke out into a sweat with each and every introduction that I did.
Nice.
And I had wrestlers come up afterwards and give me nothing but positive feedback, even saying that I sounded like a little bit of Bruce Buffer. So, yeah,
right.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, you got strong pipes. I am. I'm not much of a yeller or a screamer myself because I'm afraid Sidney Crosby thing will happen to me and my voice will crack or I'll cry maybe. I don't know. I'm worried about yelling. So I've never actually shouted like that before. You got some power behind you there. It's good. Good for you. Good stuff.
I don't need scum like you or any of these people representing me.
Literally, my worst nightmare is happening right now. I did not expect this at all. Yeah, just half naked in the ring. I'm trying to make it funny. I'm trying to make it funny too. I'm going around with my fingers over my nipples, and I'm like, at one point, I'm in the microphone. I'm like, I'm fat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So he didn't actually rip the shirt, right? You were able to get it back for the rest
I
of the
got
night,
the
or
shirt
this is-
back. Yeah. I got the
Okay,
shirt back
yeah,
after.
yeah. This is amazing, Aaron. This is fantastic work. I cannot believe he did that to you. And it was very smooth.
It was very smooth. Yeah.
Eloquent, yes. Very nice. Oh my God! And so you got to stay out there anyways to introduce the next guy.
I got to announce the next guy. This is like my worst nightmare.
Oh
Literally
my
happening.
God! Holy moly!
Here, give a chance. Give a chance. Here. Watch your.
That is
What a
quite
jerk.
the tattoo. Holy shit! My God, this is probably the best thing. I can't believe that you got a problem with going and doing open mic, but this is fine for you. I don't get
right?
that. I don't
Much
understand
more
that.
comfortable doing this. Yeah. Even though this
Yeah.
is like, I'm mortified though. Legit.
Oh, man.
I'm sweating. Like my face is red. I'm just like, holy shit. Like I didn't know I could announce Bobby the fucking Sharp in the ring.
Yeah. Oh man, that is beautiful.
Watch your head.
I got in trouble for saying that. Calling him an asshole.
And, like the atmosphere there is so crazy too. Like these bright lights, they're just there. Oh man.
Redneck Central. Like yeah. It's
yeah.
nuts.
Oh man. You're lucky. Yeah, nobody came up and called you a pretty boy or anything like that afterwards, right? Holy crap. This is beautiful.
Yeah, hold on. No. Just sit down.
Look at Bobby Sharp, man. He's been around for a long time. He's a legend on the independent scene. Oh yeah, he's a legend. He's been doing it for a long, long time. He wrestles more than any other person that I know. He's pretty much wrestles every day of the month, everywhere he goes. And I guarantee you, this is the first time he's ever seen the ring announcer with no shirt on as he's come to the ring.
I've never heard of that before in my life. And he's champion, is he?
He is the champion. Yeah, he's the Alberta Heritage Champion here, and
Man, this is so good.
he gets to the ring. He's literally like, "What the fuck?"
I like the Valentine decorations hanging from the ceiling there, and just like you can tell that it is it's like an Elks Club sort of.
Apologies. He's the British Commonwealth champion, but yeah.
Oh, okay. But I mean, it's so wild. This is like not far off from the old basement wrestling days. I don't think. Like,
It's not far from it.
no,
It
this
really
is
isn't.
something that, something that you would have done back then. Whew, I'm tickled by this. This is great. Oh man, that's good. There you go. That's beautiful. Aaron.
My ass crack wasn't showing. Built like a bag of milk, but it's all right. It came in unscathed. It came in better for it.
Yeah. Holy moly. That's good. Yeah, that's some good entertainment right there. Now, and again, it just has been brought to mind, so I have to ask you. You mentioned during your birthday week that you decided that you went crazy. You had Taco Bell and whatever. And I wanted to warn you about this because I know that you're on a low carb thing. You're doing the
Not quite keto.
yeah, but cauliflower pizza and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
After this week, your birthday week celebration, were you able to get back on track afterwards?
Yeah, actually, I was. We broke it again this week for Valentine's, but in between the birthday and Valentine's, yeah, no, I've been doing pretty good, and I felt pretty good. You know, I think that was the skinniest I felt in a while when you ripped off that shirt. So
Yeah.
small victories, small blessings. But now I think after experiencing that, and now that I'm knowing I'm going to be doing this every single month, I think I might actually get on an actual exercise health kick and try to actually get into somewhat of a decent shape.
I'm glad that you said that. And with that in mind, I want to talk about our first sponsor, not sponsor, I don't know what to call it, but I just want to talk about, I'll just play it.
Ladies and gentlemen, G. Patrick Condon here. I want to talk to you today about something that's very important, and that is daily nutrition and healthy eating. You know, in today's workaday world, we have less time than ever to prepare meals. Many of us find ourselves going and getting takeout, spending sometimes $20 or more on a burger and fries and high sugar soft drinks. But it doesn't have to be that way. And that's why I'm here today to talk to you about Factor meals. Factor meals arrive weekly at your doorstep. They come in a variety of flavors, and you can customize them based on dietary restrictions. If you're on keto, if you're a vegetarian, if you're looking after your blood sugars, Factor has meals for all of that. And folks, let me tell you, these aren't just some microwavable dinners. These are high quality, never frozen, pre-made meals. Just pop these babies in, put them in the microwave for 3 minutes. At the end of the meal, no dishes, just one fork. There's really no reason not to. Thank you, Factor, for making my life better. I've been a fan of Factor for many years, and I'm happy to promote them. But it's not just a promotion. Right now, in this exclusive giveaway, email patbishversuseverything@gmail.com and get yourself one free box of Factor meals. We think one box is all you need to get hooked on the convenience, the health, and most importantly, the taste of Factor meals. And it doesn't really hurt the pocketbooks either. Depending on quantity, each meal costs less than your average fast food meal. So forget about all that shame and disgust every time you finish a meal you know is not good for you. Join Factor Meals and enjoy the good life. Remember, email patbishversuseverything@gmail.com to get your free box of Factor meals. And even though we are asking you to email the show's website, I have to say that Aaron Bishop does not get any kickback from any benefits or sponsorships that come from this deal, as I was the one that hooked it up and have offered Aaron in the past to have some Factor meals, and he's decided not to. And well, I mean, you've seen the videos. Seems like it wouldn't hurt for him to give him a shot. That's Factor Meals. Thank you very much. Back to the show.
Oh my God. Holy shit. All right. So I guess I'm going to have to email patbishversuseverything@gmail.com, and I'm going to have to get my first free box and then go on this journey with everybody. Go on this Factor journey and just see how much weight I can lose, to see how delicious these meals actually are and how easy they are to prepare.
They're super easy, and this is legit, everybody. I got a lot of free boxes here, so shoot us an email, and yes, Aaron will follow your journey and see firsthand. You could be like Jared Fogle for Factor boxes, you know. We'll watch you lose your weight and be the spokesperson that did it because you were only eating Factor, and that's the only reason that I bring up Jared Fogle. That's the only reference that I have for him.
Thank you. God.
Okay, well, I mean, I think that's it for this week.
I think that's it for I think that was a good show. Touched on a lot of different subjects.
Yes, that's right. And in
lot of variety.
Full disclosure, Aaron doesn't know what is going to happen on the show.
Oh,
And
man.
So,
Full disclosure, I was really uncomfortable during that first segment.
Yes, he had no idea
Severely
he was going to have to argue for
Oh, my
Black
God.
History Month. But look, this is the way that we go on this show. And we're happy for anybody that follows along in the journey. And just remember that that Aaron Aaron doesn't have anything to do with this. He's a guest.
I do want to say, speaking of guests, good segue. February 28th, our live watch of the WWE Elimination Chamber. We are going to be joined by RCW superstar Othias Jones. That's right. He's going to be sitting right here next to me as we watch the Elimination Chamber, and I interview him as we talk about his time at Booker T's wrestling school and so much more. It's going to be a great time. February 28th. Mark it on your calendars. Condon, you better be there.
Yeah, so he's actually going to be right next to you, like in
Right
person?
next to me, Riverside. We can do the side-by-side streaming thing for Riverside. Oh, yeah. He's going to be sitting right here. I'll be sitting right here, and we're going to have a good time.
Nice. And did you see that Booker T was voted the worst play-by-play guy? It's unbelievable. I find myself having less and less in common with the wrestling fans of today. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, either time's passing us by or they're right. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
I
To
don't
me,
know.
yeah, maybe. And again, like I don't really watch the product, so I suppose
He's
like,
not the greatest. I mean,
No.
to be fair, he's not the greatest. No, like shucky shucky quack quack and all that fucking bullshit.
Is he
gets
still
on with.
doing that?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't watch the product.
Okay, well, there you go. And that's why we're doing this show. And folks, we'll see you again next week on Pat and Bish versus Everything. And remember, please prepare for the worst, but hope for the best.
Cheers.